There's a difference between occasional disagreements and outright disrespect. When someone continuously dismisses your feelings, belittles your choices, or mocks your dreams, it's a red flag. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, but when someone repeatedly undermines you, it chips away at your self-esteem. You might find yourself second-guessing your decisions or downplaying your achievements to avoid conflict. The worst part, disrespect often escalates. What starts as subtle jabs can turn into full-blown emotional abuse. And when you address it, they may gaslight you, making you feel like you're overreacting. If every conversation leaves you feeling drained, invalidated, or even worthless, it's time to take a step back. Respect isn't optional in relationships, it's the foundation. When it's consistently absent, so should you be. Guilt is one of the most powerful tools toxic people use to manipulate you. If a family member or friend constantly makes you feel like you owe them your time, your energy, your emotional labor, it's a major red flag. They might say things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me," or "If you really cared, you'd do this for me." The goal? To control your actions by making you feel like a bad person for setting boundaries. Guilt trippers rarely take responsibility for their own lives. Instead, they expect you to carry their burdens, solve their problems, and sacrifice your happiness for their convenience. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for managing someone else's emotions or fixing their mistakes. A healthy relationship allows room for mutual support, not one-sided emotional blackmail. If someone consistently guilts you into putting their needs above your own, it's time to reconsider the relationship. You know, that one person who, after every interaction, leaves you feeling emotionally exhausted? The one who constantly unloads their problems on you, but never asks how you're doing? That's an emotional vampire. Whether it's their nonstop complaining, toxic negativity, or constant drama, they suck the life out of you, leaving you mentally and emotionally drained. These people thrive on chaos, and no matter how much you try to help or offer solutions, they never change. Instead, they keep coming back with the same problems, expecting you to be their emotional dumping ground. It's one thing to support loved ones in tough times, but it's another to be their emotional crutch. 24/7. A healthy relationship is about give and take, but with these people, it's all take. If you feel depleted after every interaction, like you need to recover from just being around them, it's time to distance yourself. Protect your peace, because no one else will do it for you. Boundaries are there to protect your peace, your energy, and your well-being. But when someone constantly ignores, challenges, or disrespects them, that's a major red flag. Maybe they pressure you into things you're uncomfortable with, push past your personal space, or refuse to take no for an answer. They might even act offended when you try to enforce your limits, saying things like, "Why are you being so distant?" or "You've changed." But here's the truth. Setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about protecting yourself. Healthy relationships respect boundaries, while toxic ones try to bulldoze through them. If someone repeatedly oversteps, disregards your feelings, or makes you feel guilty for standing your ground, they don't respect you. And without respect, there's no real relationship, just control. You don't owe access to anyone who refuses to honor your limits. If they can't respect your boundaries, they don't deserve a place in your life. Ever notice how some people disappear when you need them, but magically reappear when they need a favor? They don't check in just to see how you're doing. They don't support you in tough times, and they never celebrate your wins. But the moment they need something, they act like your best friend. This is a clear sign of a one-sided relationship where you're nothing more than a convenience to them. They might flatter you, act overly nice, or guilt trip you into helping, but once they get what they need, they vanish again until the next time. True friends and family are there for you consistently, not just when it benefits them. If you always feel like you're being used or that your worth to them is based on what you can offer, it's time to wake up. You deserve relationships built on mutual care, not opportunism. If they only show up when they need something, it's time to cut them off when you don't. Every conversation with them feels heavy. They criticize your choices, downplay your successes, and always have something negative to say. Maybe they tell you your dreams are unrealistic, your happiness is temporary, or your efforts are pointless. Their energy is suffocating, and no matter how good your day is, they find a way to bring it down. These people are fueled by negativity, whether it's complaining about everything, stirring up drama, or making you feel like nothing you do is ever good enough. And the worst part, their negativity is contagious. The more you surround yourself with it, the more it starts affecting your own mindset and mental health. It's not your job to fix their attitude or prove your worth. If someone constantly brings toxicity into your life without making an effort to change, it's time to let them go. You deserve relationships that uplift and inspire you, not ones that make you question your own happiness. The biggest red flag of all, you consistently feel worse after being around them. A healthy relationship should add to your life, not drain it. If every encounter leaves you feeling anxious, frustrated, or emotionally exhausted, that's your body telling you something isn't right. Maybe you feel like you're walking on eggshells, filtering your words to avoid conflict, or constantly defending yourself. Over time, this takes a serious toll on your mental and emotional well-being. Pay attention to how you feel after seeing or talking to them. Do you feel lighter or heavier, happier or more stressed? If a relationship consistently brings more harm than happiness, it's time to ask yourself, why am I holding on to this? Letting go isn't easy, but keeping people around who make you miserable isn't worth it. You deserve relationships that bring peace, support, and love, not ones that make you question your worth.